Nevertheless, they weren't. I was wrong, but it happens. Your boy ain't always right when it comes to these, but I try. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Mac TheWiseSole, and I'm back with another video. So, this is a new video, new topic this time. This time it won't be about sports, it won't be about sneakers. This is a movie review. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be the first movie review on the channel. Many more to come. As you know, the main thing for the channel will always be sneakers and sports. For those of you that are new, first thing I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do for your boy, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and also if you get a chance, hit that like button to make sure you get the video out there to as many people as possible. Those of you who have been here for a while, who rock with your boy, I already know you already got that subscribe button pushed. You should have it pushed already. Also, don't forget you can follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter is where all the sports talk goes. So hey, if you into sports, follow your boy. It's TheWiseSole. You'll see it on the screen as well as in the description below. Black Widow movie dropped this past weekend, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you pretty much a spoiler-free review or thoughts, at least my opinion of the movie. Not gonna go too deep into it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to be spoiler-free as possible, because I know everybody hasn't seen it yet. So as you guys know, the movie follows Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. It actually takes place, it's weird, it takes place in between two movies. So we're actually going back here in the MCU. Obviously, if those who haven't seen any Marvel movies, this is a quick spoiler. She don't make it all the way to the end. Back to non-spoiler talk. So obviously this movie takes place prior to the events of Infinity War and Endgame. It actually takes place in between Civil War and Infinity War. That's where this movie takes place. What we were hoping for coming into this movie was we want to get deep into Natasha's past, like how she became Black Widow, like as far as the details of the situation with the Red Room and that group. Marvel had teased us with flashbacks in previous movies where we've seen a few scenes here. I remember there was one scene she was in her ballerina days or whatever. A lot of that we thought we would get in this movie. We got none of that. Like there's none of that really in this movie. There's a small part, obviously early on in the beginning of the movie, where it shows her and her sister being taken into that organization, and then what transpires after that, we kind of fast forward through it. You have Black Widow, her sister Yelena, her dad, the Red Guardian, and her mom. I think her mom is Iron Maiden or something like that. I don't know for sure, but that is her quote unquote family. Anyway, so moving on to the movie, there's a part where they were developing characters into the movie, which slowed the movie down in my opinion. It's probably like a good 20-25 minutes of slow pace character building, and I don't necessarily think we needed to do all that. This movie comes down to three characters: Black Widow, Yelena, and Taskmaster. So Taskmaster is the villain of the movie, or the main, I guess you wouldn't call it the main villain. There will be people, I'm gonna say it right now, that are not gonna be happy with Taskmaster. People are not gonna be happy with Taskmaster. Personally, it don't bother me enough. I didn't care enough to where what they did with Taskmaster, it doesn't bother me. Every scene Taskmaster ended up being in was like crazy. I mean, Taskmaster owned the screen, like the things that Taskmaster can do. Those who weren't familiar with Taskmaster, the character, I'm not the comic book expert like that. Taskmaster is a copycat for the most part. Just to make a long story short, he's a copycat. He can copy and mimic anybody, any kind of style or whatever. In the movie, it's funny. You see the character actually pulling off moves of some of our favorite Marvel characters from other movies. Like you'll see Taskmaster doing some Captain America stuff. You'll see Taskmaster do some Black Panther stuff. Shout out to Wakanda. This movie, whatever happened, they had to go to Budapest because a lot of us wanted to find out what exactly happened in Budapest between Hawkeye and Black Widow. It was something that we wanted to know for a long time. We kind of got the answer to it. I mean, we did, but we didn't. We didn't actually get like full footage of what happened in Budapest per se, but we kind of had an idea what happened. But, you know, long story short, the movie was, to me, if you can get past what they did with Taskmaster, overall, for Marvel, I'm gonna grade it on a Marvel scale as far as how I do Marvel movies as opposed to any other movie, because it wouldn't be fair. In the Marvel world, it's not gonna be like, oh, it was this great movie. Was it necessary? Was it needed? That's kind of the idea we had going into it, since we already kind of had conclusion of her character in previous movies. I don't know if it was necessary, but it was entertaining enough. I would say, you know, in my movie scale, usually when I go to the movies, we give it a 10-point scale. I'm probably leaning toward a 6.5, 7 as far as what I thought of the movie. You take that like 20-minute chunk of just slow building character development, I probably would have enjoyed it more because it was action packed. The Red Guardian in the movie was pretty much all just comic relief. So, you know, no spoiler there. Like I say, the Red Guardian was just comic relief in the movie. So if you know, it had to have a little fun in there some sort of way. You know how Marvel does it. And the Red Guardian was that for this movie. Yelena, she was a dope character. I thought she was played well. So all in all, like I said, I give it like 6.5, 7 out of 10. It'd be somewhere toward the bottom end of Marvel movies in my opinion. It wasn't necessarily it wasn't a necessity for them to make this movie. But if they were gonna do it, which they did, it would have been better to get a little bit more into the Red Room. At least that's what I wanted. That's it. Again, this is just my opinion. You know, I always say go check the movie out for yourself. I'll definitely give it another spin to see if, you know, I change my mind or I get a better feel for the movie. But there were some characters that were low key that I thought were gonna turn into big characters. There was a character in the movie I was convinced was Taskmaster, but nevertheless they weren't. I was wrong, but you know, it happens. You know, your boy ain't always right when it comes to these, but you know, I tried. Anyway, I think you guys should go ahead and check it out. There is an end scene credit. As you guys know, Marvel, they've only not done one once I think. They only didn't give us an end scene once. There is an end scene credit in this movie. Disney right now and Marvel, I think, are all in on this Disney Plus TV show world, and I think they're about to take off on that, and I'm pretty excited about what's to come. So again, no spoilers, but it's definitely gonna lead into a new series coming, and it was funny, like it's probably one of the series that you weren't thinking about or anticipating too much. You will be anticipating it after you see this movie. So yeah, so that's, you know, that's how I feel about the movie. You know, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking it out. So let your boy know in the comments if you saw Black Widow. What did you think? Give me a score out of 10. How did you feel about the movie? How'd you feel about Taskmaster? Did that bother you? Let your boy know in the comments below. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. So again, for your boy Mac the Wise Soul, remember, stay humble, stay hungry, stay wise. Gang.